Excellencies and distinguished participants, thank you Pak Andy and Ibu Cherry, as well as to Pak Paul Polman for his courage for us. And let me convey my appreciation to Trihita Karana for hosting this important international event to discuss the monumental Omnibus Law Indonesia. Let me share remarks emphasizing on Omnibus Law main contents on environment and on activities prior to the full implementation of the law we are now undertaking. In the main aspect of like to share, firstly regarding the environmental permit, I can assure you that the Omnibus Law does not eliminate this permit, but instead incorporate it into business license. This cuts and simplifies the procedures to invest in Indonesia. As President Jokowi mentioned at several occasions that now is the time for Indonesia to be efficient in procedures, simple and shortcut, while maintain the accountability and environmentally sound decision. For such purpose, for environmental impact assessment, AMDAL, we make an adjustment to the law 32/2009 on environmental protection and management with long procedures to be shortened in the new law. The change from environmental permits to environmental approval streamlines the bureaucratic process by integrating environmental approval with business permits, as mentioned by Minister Luhut, and let me elaborate a little bit more. The previous process involved 4 steps: the obtaining of environmental assessment, or we call it AMDAL, environmental approval, environmental permit, and then the business permit. By integrating the environmental approval into business permit, the Omnibus Law stipulates the revocation of the business permit and will increase law enforcement effectiveness since it halts operation in the event of a breach of environmental commitment, such as a failure to commit to the requirement or providing incorrect data for the AMDAL or UKL-UPL. AMDAL continues to be required for high risk or significant environmental impact activities. Meanwhile, as mentioned also by Pak Luhut, medium risk activities are subject to specific environmental management plan appropriate for the type of activities. For low risk activities, the environment management obligations are embedded in the business license. This is what we call risk-based approach. Factors considered to define the risk are based on aspect of health, safety, environmental risk, and degree of natural resource scarcity, as well as considering the presence of the risk and its intensity. Omnibus Law gives room for stakeholders' participation and ensure that the public directly impacted, affected parties by the business activities, and environmental experts and civil society will also be able to play a role. Omnibus Law stipulates that the AMDAL study shall be reviewed by environmental feasibility review team formed when and where necessary by the national government environmental feasibility review body. The team will consist of officials from the national government, local government, and certified experts. The national government will also impose standardized methods to evaluate AMDALs, which will replace the different version of varying standard currently used by the local government. Standardized evaluation and flexibility in establishing assessment teams should yield faster and better quality results. Omnibus Law put criminal sanction as the last threshold. Administrative sanction will come first. Criminal sanction apply particularly when the violation contain malafide elements. That means the Omnibus Law puts the principle of ultimum remedium rather than primum remedium. Excellencies and distinguished participants, in forestry sectors, the Omnibus Law fixed a number of long-standing issues as follows. Recognizing that forest boundary certainty is important, and the law is obligating the government to finalize all forest boundaries within 2 years. Biogeophysical characteristic consideration factors, in watershed and carrying capacity approach to establish and maintain permanently the proportion of forest in the area. Strengthened by tools to be used for policy plan and program conducted by government at landscape level such as strategic environmental assessment. AMDAL is required according to law prior to the project planning and implementation. Omnibus law gave rooms for the solution on tenurial conflict by administrative sanctions rather than criminal sanction as in the former law 18/2013. It will give solution for forest use for other uses by administrative sanction and fines. Excellencies and distinguished participants, President Jokowi has underlined the agenda for environmental recovery for Indonesia. As we have about 14 million hectares of critical land, the government put great efforts for forest and land rehabilitation. Moreover, beginning early 2021, we will develop 6 nursery centers in Indonesia with mass production. The purpose of the center are to provide almost 100 million seedling for land rehabilitation to protect catchment areas, upper watersheds and dams, as well as to control flood and landslide. The nursery centers will be established in Bogor, Danau Toba, Labuan Bajo Komodo, Mandalika, North Sulawesi, and East Kalimantan, where the new capital will be. Meanwhile, nursery center will also be developed in 2 provinces to recover our mangrove forest of 630,000 hectares. We also continue to manage our peatland systematically, including the recovery of the peatland ecosystem. In 2020, Indonesia great effort successfully reduced forest fire by more than 80% through weather analysis and hotspot monitoring, operation control, and landscape management, including peatland. The Peatland Restoration Agency, or BRG, we call it, was mandated, and by December 2020, next month, will be extended. Meanwhile, in preparing the national strategic projects such as for food estate, industrial estate, and the special economic zone, we do prudent assessment during the policy preparation using strategic environmental assessment and environmental impact assessment according to the standard and regulation. Excellencies and distinguished participants, those explanations are now prepared in the regulation derived from the Omnibus Law. I hope they can assure you that Omnibus Law is in favor of the environment, the forest, and the people. On our Omnibus Law, as I explained, we should maintain environmental integrity. Neither will we sacrifice our success in forestry, as the REDD+ scheme now start bearing fruits, with the result-based payment approved by the Green Climate Fund worth over $100 million. And just on Friday last week, we signed an emission reduction payment agreement with the World Bank on behalf of the Forest Carbon Partnership Facilities, worth $110 million. And we look forward more and more business and development partners. We would welcome you to Indonesia with the spirit of environmentally friendly economy. Thank you for your kind attention.